Khubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. The dark is here to rule.
Hapdeng jingle anyam ka basongkun ya kamet badang sa Jong ba Aubrey H Scott Lyngdoh ubulong menteri berim ketenat pelatingka bat ketenat kampo yeng Jong kesorkar jela katep Donburom hak khandai trik uleber arza arpulai haulum jung tep Jong kebalang Presbyterian Hawaking Shillong lakhayu ba Aubrey H Scott Lyngdoh hak hendru trik jelio hak khandai spa arp khandai bau lakhlan no hak nyau trik leber arjar arpulai hagar ta ka bala khandai pulai snem hayeng sa Jong u hak snong pokse ya ka jingle nyam hak ni gisngi la penyai du Reverend WC Kongwer ban haswa ban ra ya kamen shaulum jing tab ka kan hun ruai jong ka Shillong Chamber choir bat ka aro ha choir kilar ruai ki jing ruai ki bapin menlung ki bahayeng asem ki marjan marpa bat ki lok ki jor ki balai sakhilang hak ni ga no phai sngi
kumba ki khot lam ki khon bat kumbe ka khot janbaro wat ki bai tre hayeng baro ni khot i dadi bat kata ka de ka mat ngam tip kam de ka wada pakhat lepa nrei ka ba shuwan la ka wan namar ba kadon kata ka jing snow jan ba ka jing snow i ye i ba ngi khot i la ka teng bat ngalalong persakurim Jong i nadu snem prapuway but ngasyam ye i kaway ni kijing syam ka mga syam kijing long Jong i kalong bailong ubriw ubakanjay but ubom lap alani ban poy ka por ban shifting lani ban snow artatien ye kay nrei hakano ko bentaro long bukan jai bai but ngam ju i kalong tang e ba in bitar you know but kumu persakudem bat ngaru ngaladon lembat i hak service kawai ka bangai i kalong baulong briu kata ka jing jai jong briu kapelong ye ki weiru banum shit rehem nrei ban long kenjai lem hakinu ki jing ja but sakawai de ka ba ngai i kalong ba ka jing trei hok Jong i but ka jing new core Jong i ya ka jing trei hok ban ai ka jing shakri ka ba hok haki benta baro ka baile but namar kata ngiu i kata bat ki pajbah i kata bat ilayo kalat ban syakri hakas liang joko sorkar bat hadin baimi nak sorkar ro ila ban simpat ya ke kam syakri pajbah bat kani ke penpau ya ke jinglong ke Jong ubriu ngan kidon ki kubor ba lapha lani ki shithi ki lapha nabun ki belta mat ngamdon por ban pek ban puli ki nrengan shu kran khndiat kat bakum ka jingdon ha kini ki jing tho ye ik thau lakhai use nam khat khandai spa khandai but ipulis kur ha kalimpong apa Graham's home but hadin ka class 9 iwan apat siya St. Edmunds School ban puli hang ni class 10 but class 11 but ila pass ka senior Cambridge na St. Edmunds hadin bi pass lang tu ilate pat apo St. Edmunds College hi ban puli but ila late pat idon shipor ban but kanivi but hakata yu yaki benta jong kejing nang jong i ban yale sports but kejing nang jong i kejing tubit jong i sports kalau penlong i ban indon haka team jong kanivi bayale e ka Baton Cup apok kal kata but ila long ru unong jingi but ngahad don kipor ka bang nang kasi mau kasi nang kong ngai i bajingi nga ibisni namarba ijingi ya ka hapa long pembolong doha but ilang berstep ba banyak ban jingi but ngi yu i kataru hadin ba ila palat prapusnem ila yerung hakani ka competition ka ba dan hapa kronolin but haka competition ila long nungkong mai hashwa jog samla baro kiba ya ile lang bat i but kata ka gijing i jungi yaki kam sports but football but kontak ter but hadin ba ila mi na college ila long shipor shwaban boya navy ila long unong hikai hapo St. Edmunds School but kadon kawi city ka bangan supule but i men menehi ngadang keren i pakna jongai ba JM Lyngdoh but i keren chupang kapor ba i ktau i kayu i hapo St. Edmunds School but kawai ka bang ilakwan sungtu chupang kajing sungtunat jungi kalong ba habang ya keren ya shong ya keren bat i im kabanung kong ba im keren kam sungtunat kadai siapang ka kam hikai ke jongi ban yakaba ilalong minister ne ba ilong chief secretary but ijukran kumno bisotanat ban hikai yaki kena but kajing hikai jongi ngan kan sapuli ka papau kumno hikai yaki but sakawai dia kadon kajing i jongi ya ki Christian Brothers Jong ka St. Edmunds School but college but ijukran bon sin syapang ki aka ki babha ki ba iyo na ki Christian Brothers hadin ba ila shipor bidon na navy ila rungpat hapo ka Assam Civil Service bakataru kalong kapor ka balangkot but ila poina manrung pat siya ka Indian Frontier Administrative Service house nem kat kandai spa san pun riu but ka posting ng kong jung i kadaya po Manipur po ukrur but kikana ibon kikana panyato but ikan mau yaki rang ba snong hapo snong ukrur ikan mau yaki kerteng jung ki pion ki batrei ba i te hadin kata ila poi pat sucur canpur hi como SDO bara cur canpur kadon kawi ka khana aka pa kadon ka thama ha padang ki kuki bat ki mar bat ila hapan lek syapo tipai muk kabaron sa border Assam bat umsim don surok kata kapor bat ila hapan ya sitayo lembat ikiao bat kilalek man syong hangta hadu arnai kiya na snong chokoi ke snong man persang man penjem ya kathma kuki mar bat ye thu khana ki bun ki khana jumi shapang kita hadin kata ipoi pan sha phek apon naganan bat ha phek pan ye thu khana kumnu ba ila ye kendo bat ki bayale persya sarkar ka bangi khot menchua ki kai khlau bat kumnu ihap ban yale lane ban penjem kat bala ban penyai be ya ke jing penyai ya ke snong ka thau ka wei ka ba yu thu yanga man ngan kren man ta ka phareng khanang ban su thu lem ki wei de ki ba don ne ki bom sung thu ikten ka si So if you'd go either with my mother-in-law and various other officers would do that. If you had a woman in the jeep, the Naga underground would never attack you. And another thing was a safe day on which to travel during that underground movement was Sunday. Sunday was a day of rest for them too. So there were many stories he told about the origins of many sections of parts of the movement of the Naga underground at that time as we knew them. And he could tell the genesis of how things started. He had tremendous stories about Nagaland and even as DC of Kohima. And in Pek, he had one of his officials was Mr. Wati Iyer. And I'm glad to tell you here that Mr. Wati Iyer's son is here with us, Toshi. Thank you. Mr. Toshi also happened to be a very close friend of mine. He was my best man at our wedding. And today he's come again to be with us. Thanks, Toshi. I would also like to mention here that there is another friend here of my father-in-law, a very close friend from Delhi who retired from the judiciary. He remains a very close friend to my father-in-law and would come here frequently. The last time he came here was about maybe 2 or 2.5 months back. And he has arrived today just in time for the funeral from Delhi, Mr. B.S. Mathur. Could you kindly stand up, please? Thank you very much. My father-in-law then, from Nagaland, went on to Andamans, and then from Andamans, where he posted for a long time there, my wife, my brothers-in-law, my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law have fond memories of Andamans, a paradise, where the children would go and spend their winter holidays swimming in the lagoons of the Andaman Islands. They enjoyed it, but there's a nice little story about my father-in-law in Andamans. He loved his golf and went playing golf. So he drove there. It was a rainy day. He drove there to the golf course and enjoyed his golf course because the rains had stopped. They come periodically for a short while. And after his game of golf, he returned home. The next morning, he was about to go to office, and he found that his car had been stolen. He immediately called the police and complained that his car had been stolen from his house that night, sometime at night. The police swung into action, and soon enough they recovered the car. It was parked in his golf course. My father-in-law had beautiful little stories like that. And from Andamans, he went to Nefa, what is called Nefa, and today is called Arunachal Pradesh. He made his services there, and I got information yesterday from Arunachal Pradesh how he was instrumental in the nascent stage of, before Arunachal State, well before Arunachal State came. That time it was still a union, coming into a union territory. And his contributions which he had made towards the development of the administrative structure in Arunachal Pradesh. He went on to become, on deputation here, into the Shillong Municipal Board. For a man who had been a secretary and been a development commissioner, to come as a CEO of the Shillong Municipal was perhaps a bit of a come down. He had come here on invitation from the then Chief Secretary. But he decided to come and to work in his hometown, and he was here until he was posted to Mizoram in 1981 as Chief Secretary. And again in Mizoram he encountered the Mizo insurgency. And it was the time when he was there that one of the police officers was attacked and killed by the Mizo underground. I had by that time had become his son-in-law and was able to be with him and to see him every morning, going out early morning to the tennis court. He would play his tennis, come back and get into office by 9 in the morning. He had discipline. He knew his time, and he would come back late at night. The other thing about him was, which I saw, was his tremendous sociability. He had friends from all over, and he was very fond of entertaining people at home. That is something which happened throughout his life. And even in the later stages, he would like to have people coming home for dinner. And my mother-in-law, of course, was a tremendous cook and beautiful. We frequently have beautiful dinners at home. He went on to Delhi and retired from Delhi as the chairman of the Delhi Agriculture Marketing Board in 1987, after which he returned to Shillong and joined politics. He was unsuccessful in his first attempt at the elections, but in the second attempt he was successful. He was elected to the district council, and again in the next assembly elections he got elected from the Jong constituency. He was elected twice from the constituency, and the love that he has for the Jong constituency is reflected always in his conversations. Whenever he met people from Jong, even in his later years, he would ask, how is the constituency? How's your water supply there? How are things going on? That is the kind of connection he had with the people of Jong as well as with the church. He would frequently ask about the Jong Presbyterian Church, even though he would not be able to attend it himself. Another very important point about my father-in-law was his tremendous sense of justice. He had a tremendous sense of justice. He would not allow anyone to be treated unfairly. And therefore, even in Jong, he would say, my doors must be open. Anyone must come here. And he entertained everyone who came there equally. No distinction of any class or no distinction of any position. In 1979, when there was a communal outbreak in Shillong, and some non-tribals were being targeted, he went and gathered the non-tribal people who were living in the neighborhood near the house, and he ensured that they were safe. He brought them over to his own house so that they would be safe. He had that love for people, and he had no distinction between a tribal or a non-tribal. No distinction in religion. Every human being was important to him. And that is something which we have learned, not to be communal in our thoughts, not to be narrow-minded in our outlook. All of us.
Be thou my vision, O Lord.
thank God for the long life that God has given him to see the whole family as it should be, to see you children, the grandchildren, and to be involved with all these activities and services that he has. So we thank God, we celebrate for his long life. Though I know to you, the family, there's a great vacuum in your house now. Even to us also, we feel that. Ngi snow ti kata ka jing long tali. Ngi saya poi ba hang ni ngal ka se poi thamon sin nga ong itu sana kri ba sort kun. Imlay life story biang kumta. Namar off and on we always say. Ting ngi feel it kata ka lost ka jing kenja ka jing tamang. Ha ka jing long do ka jongi ki para bangi. Tien rei cùng kỳ khôn cái Jong blay tiếp bầu mình xem một hồi udon để các bạn phân ngay để phi thấy là mọi phi kỳ khôn siêu pasal kurang baru.
Don kaayom ya kiai baro bat kapor ya kijing temu baro hapo kapeneng kapor ban kha bat kapor ban yap kapor ban thung bat kapor ban ratna ya kabala thung kapor ban yam bat kapor ban rekhe kapor ban smosi bat kapor ban shat kisngi ubreu kilong kum uplang komusen tiu halum kum tau phu nabagaler kayat halo jumu de dan shu bat ka jaga jumu kam itu shu yau namar yanga kaban long kaban yap kalong ukris bat ya kaban em kalong ukris bat kaban yap kalong kajing mentoy ai jong ki men sim ki jong ko pa me iyangi ngidon hakani ka plau jong gani ka ying jong ki para bangi ki jongi habala pentia yoni para bangi ba e jongi ilit ba obri Scott Lyngdoh ubalo para bangi ba e jongi ko kana nakabalang Presbyterian jail try kana akani ka por ringkat ba ka ying kasam naru ikurim kini ki khon kiksiu ki persakurem ki men ki parag bodon ka jinga dei ki bajan ki lok ki jor paro ni don ha ka phalau ko kanra banai ya ka buram ka bakhat do yauni upara bange jing ko kanra bolong ko pa ba i chung ka yeng bolong kini bolong pa i bolong unmen Jong kini kibaron ka jinga dai kibajan kenra ba iya nyangu yame nagabanda gani ka jingem ka jong uni usyakri jome Oh kan rat malai hai kerta ke bejrong la kenjo khandai phulai telikisnam try kan rat nging no ayo sho nang ta chungi ngilios ngo ko kan rat kijing kren ke balai kren sakmat try kan rat i Syakri jama kena lalai dah kajing sok klam kino kijing penwet yai hakajing long karta kajing iko kenrat hakajing start bakajing penyat bet kajing blay na bom jukot mensi men step kopa malai bet ban penyak klat no yai na lagjong ikurim bai nam takini ki kun na kini ki bahayeng bahasam para kan rabi ngishu aingu eme na kan kini ki ai para bat ngi duai ko kan rat ko mala kren ko kan rat ngida angnu de ba me menang sei ko kan rat ibu kom kini ki breu ko kan kini ki reurang ba ki badap shinrang shisha ko try ki bala IT ki bala tre ko kan rat na kan kari bak kajai benre ko try nong ayushu ni IT kini ki baro hame tunang ya lam ki kum ka yeng kesam ya baro atrai kan rat ni tuai ba menan rangkat lem ya ka jing syakri badang sa abin sayo ka jing sing pentingan bro andang lawan pai na lom ko try sngo ko kan rat kini ka jing tuai ka jing karpat ke jongi nama ka kertang ka jongi try bad unong panim jing Yesus Kristus ni pan amen.
Kabana bom jokot ke Jong blay bauk pa lemro bat ke jias lok ke batiang ke pensyat bor ke ai ke jing hun bagi jing tren ke Jong men siam bakoi to ke lo rengkat lembat pi ilok ki kon ki kseu ki persakurim bat barok ki badon ke jedai ke bajan bad uneu syakri ubak kordor ya bau blay lawan ban syau no eu na pedeng jongi long rengkar ro lem bad ngi bad ki yeng ki sem ki jongi bagi reu ngai hala ke jong ke balang hang ni bad keleng satlak ka pertai nado menta bad sedo ki ba bom jokot ro amen.
Makasih yang buat di sini. Wah, tepuk hari ini. Memang. Ada dia.
kat kum kabor kabapala kabatray ha kabaula banle ye baro ye ke ba ulat mu tien ka jong blai ka pan kan mau ye sam ka ba ar kulai gong utrai ulong unong aplang brot jonga nganom kerdu upen tia yanga ha ka jaka plang bajernam uyalam yanga harut ki ki bajai jai upen pai pat ye ka men sim jonga uyalam yanga ha ka lenti ka hok na ka banta ka kerteng ka jong shisha la nga ya gru ha ka tham ka serngeu ka jingyam nanam syap tieng ye ka wasnio namar medon ringka mami bat nga udeng do badu shandu jong mi ki pentingan yanga ngai scam bau blai un kerpu ya ki baro ya ki balayo ban pendap aka bagi yo pantap Donburom ya ka mat kadong syatri uba kodor jong utrai
akan kapor ni wan ban phai jane ban ai ngo ya me ning kong nang ta ki jing im ko kha ki jong yu syatri ba e jong me ong isu ngo ko sai na ai ki sngi ki snam ki betrong kendai fulai ki snam akalo yang ke jong e wat kerpang mala ai ye ya ke jing stan ke jing champang wat ka bor baboro shin ter ki sngi ki jing im ki jong e naru bidang ret kumu kena samla adu bindra san ni larang ba mala punan kam ye mala ai ke jing nang ke jing stat ke babiang mala kar kui ka kam ke jing trai ke jong e adu ka bor ka jing ring men sem ke bakat do mala pan pa ni la ka jong ka purong ka jong me ko trai ongi ai ngo ulolong syakri ba ko do galang ka jing kar kui ka yang ka san ya ka snong ka thao ya ka im lang ka sa lang ya ka jela ka jong e ya ka jela not is paro ka we haka bau ni syakri ba ko do jong me ulayo pan pendet ye ka kan haka jing im ka jong e nge nge skam ki ne baro ki de ki jing penla ki jong me ko trai mala da rekat pat e mala alam ye silen tar ki singi ki jing im ki jong e ki ye baro ngi ai ti tang hame nama me long ma me na pom jukot sha pom jukot ka jing im ka jong e ko trai ni dwai ngi ger pat do ka ne ka por ai bo men sem ba ko ka jing peteng un yo ban shong dap ka hai bat ki ko mam la do rekat hadu ka ne ka por ka ba men ta kan mau yang i ru paro ki be yang sau dong ka ne ka lom jing tap ku trai bangi do ngin so tho maka jing im ka jing i paro ni de ban ya ning ba ka ne ka jo ka len ti na mar ka ta kan ko trai ka ba ki si ki por ki dang ai ma me ba dang persai ni sla jo ne pertai ai mangin so tho ya la de mangin long ba bor ki ba pen kre ya la ka jong ka jing im na mar ka jing im jong ni sla jo pertai ka long tang kum ka sla ha ka ba ka pho men na men step si bet ka ja no tu ker ku ko trai sa si sen pan ya ki benta paro ki mengala yo ban pendep na ka por bat ka sang ti ka jong me ha ka ba wai no to ai ba ka jing ai ka ba da biang ka jong trai bo no panim be jong ni Jesus Christ ka jing ai ba ka jong bole pa ka ba na bam ju ko cha bam ju ko lem ka jing sla ka ba thiang ka ba pen sai por ka ba ai jing tian ka jong bole ben sem ma khoi ai be ka jing ka khu ki ba long lai ho we bole ba em ma du ba si chaกินลองเรื่องการบัดกี่คนกี่แบบเอ๊ะกี่จะไม่หับป้อจำกันไม่กระเยงกินลองเรื่องการแล้วบัดนี้กี่แบบนั้นเศร้าดองกันเนี่ยเขาล้มจริงแท้แล้วบัดกี่เรื่องเงี้ยกี่จอมแม่กี่แบบนั้นกันเนี่ยกระดีกี่แบบเอ๊ะกี่จงเองบัดกันแรงเศร้าดองกับประเทศนาดูมันตาบัดชุดกี่บัมจุกดกี่บัมจุกดอาเมน